How can you build confidence? This is going to be a spicy one, ladies and gents. Please stick around if you want to have some informative information about how you can build confidence, or at least how I feel within myself more confident, which might help you a little bit. I believe it's actually a skill set. In your world, you may look around you and see confident people all over the place. Maybe there's that one colleague you think, he fucking holds himself well. How does he do that? A lot of the time when you see these people floating about, you'll find that actually they've got a skill set which they've just got really good at using over a period of time through fear and through failure. Step number one, repetition, repetition, repetition. Putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, the smallest level, and build up. More importantly, keep a log of some of this stuff. Now, what I mean by that is, for you to get confidence, you have to go where you have none. If you feel that speaking to people, you feel a bit like, oh, fuck, intimidated, or you just don't feel yourself and you're really starting to get self-conscious, start to practice within your local community, stepping outside of that comfort zone. When me and Marianne go for a walk around the block, I'll say hello to everybody who walks past us. Do I feel comfortable doing that? No. I feel very uncomfortable because I don't know this person walking towards me. They're going to think I'm a bit of a knob. They're either going to blank me. Did I die? No, I actually just sharpened the blade a little bit on me getting more confident outside of my comfort zone. Number two, work with the self-talk. I mentioned briefly about writing some of this stuff down, and that is really important because you are giving yourself evidence. I think it was Joe Rogan, he mentioned about it's like building a mountain with layers of paint. I've heard that before, that's not from me, I'm butchering that. But if you think, if you're building a mountain with layers of paint, and that is you taking small steps, stepping outside the comfort zone, making those layers, eventually that's going to tip in your favor, meaning that it's part of your identity and that's just who you are. Me talking to this camera today, I was shit day one, still am shit now, still am practicing, still finding my voice, still going to put myself out there, knowing full well that it needs work and attention. The opposite of that is doing fuck all. And if I do nothing, I won't grow, won't develop, won't be able to help more people in your situation. And point number three, really control your environment, what you're exposing yourself to, especially in this digital world now where it's really easy to get little windows into everybody else's life, and you can compare your worst self to somebody else's best self and then perceive the fact that you're shit and they're better and you'll always be that way. That's never the case. And also number two, on the environment spectrum, give yourself control back by sharpening your physical environment. Now, when you can control the simplest of things like that, you're doing the work before it happens. If you go to bed tonight and the kitchen is a shithole and there's stuff everywhere, the house is a mess, you haven't packed your gym bag for tomorrow morning, then you will wake up in the morning in a natural reactive state. Therefore, you'll more than likely not do the things you need to do to make sure that you have confidence going into the day. Clean the kitchen before you go to bed. Make sure it's tidy. Make sure you're prepared. Those small wins is enough to force you in a position of strength versus a position of weakness and being reactive to everything else that comes in your way. Now, there will be some things that naturally will happen like that, agreed. But the more proactive you are, the more you can be confident, the more that will show up over a period of time. So there's just a handful of things that may help with building your confidence. I understand that it's a complex thing. It doesn't have to be. Make it simple. That's what I like doing. If you found that useful, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.